Hello guys, and welcome back to episode 5 of our Burnley save. Last episode was about saving the job. Anyone who's got a keen eye can see by the table there, that one there, that we are sitting third in the table and doing pretty well. So yeah, I think we've well and truly sorted this out. So yeah, today's episode we'll have a look at the matches that we've played off cam. We think last time we left off we had just played Norwich and Preston, picked up 4 points out of the 2. So we're going to have a look at how we've done, and then we're going to play a couple of matches. I think I've come back for a Swansea game and a West Brom game, pretty sure. 2 big games. So yeah, thanks for coming back. Don't know why you keep coming back, obviously doing something right. But yeah, let's get into the episode. So back to the Burnley save. As I mentioned, we are third in the championship, which is pretty good considering we were sitting around the 9th mark. We are above Norwich, which is amazing. We are behind Blackburn. Again, we know the supporters think they're massive rivals and we need to finish above them. So that's something we've got to do. But we are 1 point off and 5 points off the top. It's a really tough league. You know, big teams like Stoke sitting down the bottom. Sunderland, know they've just come up. Again, huge team. Cardiff, a massive team. Weren't too long ago they win the Prem. Huddle, yeah, there's some huge teams in here. And as I mentioned, we are going to be playing West Brom and Swansea on cam now with you. So we left off here with a pretty important win. 3-0 against Norwich. Twine getting a couple and Cullen chipping in. We then went to a draw against Preston, which, do you know what? I did say last video, 4 points out of a possible 6 I would take at that point. We were pretty inconsistent in terms of our results, so I'm happy with that personally. But let me know fans, let me know not Burton fans, Burnley fans, you know, if you'd be annoyed with that. If I check it out, if I'm completely honest, from what I remember, I think we played better than them. But we had better possession, better passes completed, better shots. We just couldn't tuck away our opportunities, which is quite frustrating. But as you can see, we then went on a really good run, sorted the tactic out. 7-0 against Bristol. We'll put some, you'll be able to see some goals flipping up here. 7-0. I mean, that's ridiculous. Ashley Barnes came back into the team and just did really well, if I'm completely honest. But everyone got involved there. We then went over to Cardiff and won 2-1 there. We then went to Stoke and won 4-0 there, but they are sitting pretty much bottom of the table. And then a 2-0 win, quite comfortable against Coventry. So, you know, grand total of what, 16 goals and conceded 1. I don't think that's bad since switching over to this tactic. And also, if anyone else is struggling, because I have struggled a little bit with some of these tactics with inconsistency, if anyone wants to know what the tactic I'm using, wants me to do a breakdown, let me know in the comment and I'll do a quick video of it. Those goals should have been finished up there. As you can see from some of those goals there, we have seemed to have mastered our corner tactic as well, getting a few of them there, but just playing pretty well in general. You know, not relying on 1 or 2 people to chip in with goals, but there's a number of players and the whole team are getting involved and really putting some of those chances away. So everything's gone quite well. As I mentioned, if you would be keen on finding out a bit more information on the tactic, let me know in the comments. Like this video and, you know, subscribe and hit the notification button. And you know, if there's enough people saying they want to see it, then I'm more than happy to do a quick video so people can you know, look in. I'm very aware that it's very early on. It's only what, 6 matches in, but I think it's been a massive difference anyway. So we are here for the West Brom game and back in here. I've got a couple of things I need to kind of address. One of them being that Llorente is now, he's played a few games for me, he's not scoring, but he is 1 match away now from being triggered to an extra contract. I think in January I probably will be letting him go just to get the wages back, and yeah, quite frankly, I just don't think he's good enough really to play for us, even though he's a good squad player. So, always hate doing it in this view. Picked up a couple of injuries as well. Something to note, Charlie Taylor picked up a little knock Jack Cork has been out for a while. He is just returning from fitness. He is recommended to do 60 minutes, so I'll get him in the team. Ashley Westwood is in there as well, so just kind of getting him back up to scratch. So yeah, there's a few things coming back, which is good. So yeah, let's get into it. Don't know what I'm going to do with this. I think it's probably best to put in Gary Cahill, Long can go on the bench, and yeah, I think this is quite a good way to line up. Cherlinov is back as well. Good to have him back. Missed him a little bit. So I think this is how we're going to line up. I know I say this every single match, but I'm nervous every single match. I don't know why. I think it's just because the Championship is really tough. In some ways, I think it's a little bit harder than the Prem. I know you're going to shoot me down for saying that. The other thing I will note about the tactics, I think sometimes you can't just press a button and expect everything to go well. You do need to kind of adapt through the match. You do need to watch them, and you do need to have. It helps if you have a little bit of a knowledge on some of the players. So I know Jed Wallace was playing for Millwall. I've signed him before in the past. He's a very good crosser of the ball. He's just your typical old school winger, to be fair. So it's interesting that he's gone from Millwall to West Brom because they're quite similar. This is a player that we looked at signing if you watched it from the beginning. Really good wonder kid. Done posts on Instagram, so if you want to go check it out there, I'll put something in the comments below. But he develops into a really good player, so I'm really keen to see how he gets on. I was really excited when Leeds signed him, get him into the Prem. He is a pacey little guy. I think he's like 5'5", isn't he? But he is only young, so still room to grow. And then this little legend here from Man United. Right, I'm going to force him onto left. It looks like they're going to play quite direct football, 4-4-2. So I'm just going to try and nullify their wingers, and hopefully that's fine. And then I'll look at, if things aren't going well, I'll look at the analysis at half time and see what we can do. We'll leave it on key highlights there, and let's see how we get on. So looking at the stats so far, 2 or 1 shots, both off target. Don't really know what's going on. Forgot to do this as well. I want low crosses. Ashley Barnes, not amazing in the air, and I just feel like we've had a better retention, or better rate, conversion rate. That's the word I'm looking for with that. Westwood picked up a card early on. So this is the sort of thing I mean by keep an eye on your team and keep an eye on everything. I'm going to ask him to ease off tackles. Had to change him to a defensive midfielder because on ball-winning midfielder you can't take off the hard tackling, and I think they just pick up too many cards. I really can't afford to go down a man in this match, and as you can see, we've just gone 1 goal down. Yeah, and there's me going on about this tactic. It happens. That's one thing I'd mentioned, wasn't it? I did say that I think they're going to play quite direct, and it's going to be crossing the ball in. And yes, it wasn't the wingers, it was their striker who did it in the end, but yeah. It was always going to happen. They've got a target forward up top, so they're going to try and play the ball in and try and get a goal there. So not many highlights in that, which isn't saying too much. I will have a look at the analytics because we haven't been amazing. The way I like to do it is by taking off all of the passes and looking at the individual teams. So you can say they're not playing a lot of possession football. There's a massive hole there in their midfield. We've kept our shape quite well. There's a massive hole there that needs kind of penetrating. So that would be my right midfielder. So what I'm going to do, and I'm not an expert by any means at all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tweak a couple of things on our tactics. So this is the player that I really want to kind of get into this gap. So I'm going to ask him to just move into channels. Simple as that. I'm also going to ask Benson to roam and sit narrower, just to get into that hole there. And lastly, I'm going to take off Westwood for Cork because I need to get Cork some minutes in there. So that's how we're gonna. That's what we're gonna do. Nice and simple. Just a couple of changes. I'm just reacting to what I'm seeing basically. And also, what did I mention? I'll put it on extended just so we can see a little bit more of the game there, just to kind of see if any of those things are going to make a difference. I've noticed there's a couple of gaps there that we could potentially punish. So let's see what happens. So Cork getting on the ball there. Just a simple lay it off. That's all I expect from you. Cahill, nice and simple. Just go back if you need to, please. Just want to keep a little bit more attention. And through to Barnes, who taps it in off the post. Who was it again that mentioned Barnes isn't very good? He's come back into the team and he's brought a little bit of life. I do think in these leagues, when you're playing so many games, you need a squad. And actually, sometimes, you just want someone to come in, play a few games, and then swap them in for someone else. I think it really helps. And I don't like to play players when they're not fit. In an ideal world, I like to rotate. I think 100% or even a 99% sub squad player will do better than a 60% first team player, surely. But that's just me. That's just my preference. As I said, I've been playing this game for a long time now, so I am stuck in my ways. I'm aware of that. Come on. Their striker's dropped right in. Trying to see if there's any gaps there. So we need to stay on that target forward. He's winning balls, knocking them down. Another thing I've noticed there, if I stop the ball. So I've decided to try something where I was going to leave 3 people, there should be a third person there, up top. But what I've noticed is a lot of the AI seem to be leaving players on the edge of the area. And I'm not doing very well. That's something I forgot to do. So if I go to my corner tactics on defend, you can see there's 3 players up top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop these 2 on the edge of the area. Just like that. Just so we can combat some of those issues and hopefully we can win the ball and then put it up top. We're not going to counter as fast that way because I've only got 1 person. I was hoping to, I knew that I may concede a few corners, but I was hoping that I might, I would be able to attack and get up the pitch as a result of leaving some people up top. So as you can see again, if I pause it now, this is perfect. 1 person up top, actually Barnes, and I've got my 2 wingers sitting on the edge, 1 there and 1 there, which means if the ball does come out, hopefully I can close down that gap a lot quicker. That's the plan. Oh, goal line clearance there. Doesn't matter, don't mind a scrappy win. I'm going, going away to West Brom. Burnley versus West Brom is never going to be the most tick-a-tacker, entertaining, free-flowing football, was it? It was going to be hoof the ball up top, but yeah, in the end. That's very nice by Benson. Oh, this was exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed there. Just a goal. Just a goal. And again, it's that target forward. I've mentioned him a couple of times in this video. So he is someone that is punishing us. And actually, I have got to try and do something. Mark specific player. Yeah, I want you to mark him tight and ease off. That's what I want to do. We got lucky there. And again, if we pause it, edge of the area, it's just a little bit more balanced. They seem to have thrown everyone up, but yeah, hopefully we can win this ball. Oof. We are getting peppered here, aren't we? This is not brilliant. This is not brilliant at all. And Swansea have just gone 2-0 up against Stoke, having a really tough time, and they've got some good players as well. But Swansea winning 2, and that's our next match. It's not ideal. I wanted them to lose their match and come in there with 0 morale. Oh, come on. Come on. You can take the player out of Millwall, but you can't take Millwall out of the player. How did he not get a card for that? We were surely on a break there. Surely going to go and attack. Referee. Awful play. Cherlinov again, remember I've asked him to sit narrow and I've asked him to, roam from his position just to kind of fill that gap because I noticed there was a little bit of an area there where we could try and punish them. He seems to be doing the job, but we are still 1-0 up. We seem to be playing some nice football. Go on, Benson, through to Barnes. Oh! We seem to be playing some nice football, so I'm not too concerned. Obviously, it'll be nice to get the win. This is the 2nd goal we've conceded in 6 matches. My corners have been quite good recently, so yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Not going to work 100% of the time, guys. Not going to work 100% of the time. Let's see what's going on here. 61 minutes. Definitely a lot more highlights being shown in this half, so I'm glad I put it on extended for you to be able to see. And sure enough, come back in. Second match back in, I think, maybe third match back in, and is able to get a goal. This is the sort of football I expected to be played in this match, if I'm completely honest, so I'll take that. This could be a little smug, told you so moment at the end where I'm able to go, tactic does work. I think in an ideal world, look, I was going to put out the video, just show him a tactic, not for anything other than just to kind of try and help out, because I've had a look. Seems to be a lot of people that are putting out content at the moment seem to be playing with the big boys. You know, I don't really want to see Haaland scoring 70 goals every single time. It doesn't really matter. We obviously are expecting some changes after the base is released, whether that's match engine, whether that's bugs, anyone that's I would rather have a look at a formation that's going to work for a lower league, and I don't mean like a non-league, Championship, League One, that sort of thing. We need to tighten up. We need to make a change. I'm holding on. Holding on for this moment. Right, so let's have a look at this. Oh, before I go into that, let's have a look at their team. So they're struggling as well as I am. So, having a look at this, Danny Rose needs to come off. Taylor is still out injured. Right, you're going to come on. I'm going to shore up the defence. Twine, you're going to come on with your free kicks. Can I get one more sub? I always forget. Yes, I can. Right, that's going to go. Hopefully, that can just shore a few things up. If we can nick another goal, that would be brilliant. That would just... I would be very happy there, because at the moment it is still squeaky bum time because they could just score. Come on, come on, come on, the Burnley. Go on, Twine's been a very good signing as well, by the way. So if anyone is in the Championship and looking for a player, Twine's been very good. Obviously set pieces, free kicks, he's great. He's got a good long shot on him. He's taken our penalties and seems to be pretty good at the moment. So yeah, I've got no complaints by him. I think he's our top goal scorer as well. Although Ashley Barnes has stepped up, so I don't know. I need to double check that. They have had 18 shots. So we have been peppered quite a bit. We have let them in. But when it matters, we've stepped up. So I'll take that. And this isn't an easy game. You know, beginning of the season, personally, forgetting what the games say, I would expect West Brom to be challenging to get promoted. They've got some good players, they're on some good wages. They should be looking to come up. And there we go. My man, Doman, because I still don't know how to say his name. If anyone knows how to say his name, can you let me know and break it down so I can work it out? But he's been a good signing so far. He's scored a few goals, which is good. So, happy with this. 3-1. I will take that. Nice little tap in. And again, that was my midfield that I was asking to kind of roam, step into those positions and see what they can do. I'm going to tell him not to anymore. Just to sit in that gap now. And again with Rose, I'm going to ask him to sit narrow. I'm going to ask him to actually hold his position and dribble less. I just want him to stay back, really, just defend, just stay nice and tight at the back. Yeah. I've really got to look at my comments again and just remember who it was that kind of gave me that insight, a really good breakdown on the Burnley team, because I really appreciate it. I have subbed out the keeper, as you'll notice, for the last few matches, and actually I have noticed a difference. I don't know if that's just the formation or if that's the keeper or if it's a combination, but we seem to have kept a few more clean sheets. I mean, we've conceded 2 now in 7, which is not bad. And there we go, we get the win. Buzz in for that. Buzz in. Great performance all over. Yes, they had 20 shots and 9 on target. We only had 13 and 4. Corners, they played very well, to be fair. But our possession was better. In general, we just held onto the ball and really, I would say, controlled the game. They were just having a lot of snapshots. So, very happy with that. Lads, do you know what? That wasn't just a good win. It was a brilliant comeback, and I am proud of them because that was a tough game, and that sees us jump up into 2nd place. Considering a couple of videos ago I thought I was going to lose my job, we are now 2 points behind Hull and looks like we are in the running for getting promoted. Stoke sitting right at the bottom of the table. Sunderland not doing too bad, 20th, considering they've just come up. Some big teams down there. Preston we are well beating, so no problems there. Millwall doing pretty well. Brilliant. Middlesbrough, I've got a soft spot for Middlesbrough at the moment, and Swansea 8th, that is our next match. And then, yeah, so let's see if we can inflict some more damage and drop them down. But I'm very happy with that. Very, 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 very happy with that. That's brilliant. Love that. I'm not going to, you know, I'm sorry, I don't go to these. Maybe when I'm playing the full game and I'm playing myself, I do. And when it gets a little bit further into the season, I like to attend some of these press conferences and you know, drop a few comments. And especially when I'm looking forward at kind of signings, I do. Who is this? Okay. I'm also learning a little bit about some of these players here. So every now and again, I see someone, I like to scout them. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. How many days? Oh, the match is tomorrow. Okay. These matches come thick and fast. Thick and fast. It's going to sound like a stupid question. But obviously I know we have got the World Cup coming this year. And the Prem matches are stopping. Is the Championship matches stopping? League 1, League 2? How far down? How far down the pyramid does it go? Or all matches, all football just stopping? Intrigued? No. Right, so our next match here. Again, they're playing 5 at the back. A lot of people do. From someone that I've signed in the past, Grimes is someone that I would like to kind of bring into our team. I want a lot of money for him. Let's scout him. He's someone that I know is going to control. Got Joe Allen. When did he go there? Okay, free transfer. Not bad. God, he's been around for ages. Wasn't he at Tottenham? Yeah, long time ago. Jesus. Showing my age there. Who else? Who else have they got here? I like to just have a look. It does change my mind sometimes and how I'm going to play, just depending on their team. Looking at if they've got someone that I think is dangerous, then I might need to kind of look at that. So you've got Oliver Cooper. He's quite pacey. Not necessarily playing in the position that he'd like to. And again, him. I'm not too fussed. Where were you playing a long time ago? Where did I PSV? It was. It's quite an interesting signing. Good finisher. He's someone else scout. What's he done so far? 5 goals. Okay. So I will save it, and the reason I'm saving it is because it's the beta. Sometimes I think that I've had a couple of bugs which I've had to report, but I just don't want to lose this. Obviously, it wouldn't be ideal. Because this match has come round so fast, we are going to need to really rotate the squad. Again, I really don't like to just play the same players for a dead team. I like to really rotate and take advantage of the fact that I've got quite a good squad. Taylor is still injured. He's still injured. Rose is maybe the player that I'm just going to have to play, which I don't really want to. Unless I think someone like Bastien can step in there. Or Hector. I might have to move someone. I might have to move someone over. This is not ideal. Westwood, how long is it going to take you to get fit, mate? You have been 75 minutes, 60 minutes. Cork's going to come back in, rest you. Cullen's going to move over. Is Brownhill tired as well? Yeah, of course he is. So Cullen is going to come off. Bastien is going to step into that position for Brownhill. This is a nightmare. This is a lot to do. Benson's coming off, and I'm going to bring on Teller. Teller, you're going to get your shot. You're going to get your shot. They don't come up often, so take advantage of it, lad. Hector, I'm going to bring on for Cahill. Yep, for Cahill. Barnes, I'm going to start again, unless he's tired. He is tired. Okay, Akpom's coming on. Akpom's coming on, and he's going to do wonders. He's going to score. And Twine, you can come on for Chernoff. So we've had to really rotate this team. Really rotate this team. Which is not ideal. But that's how we're going to line up for this match. Yep. I know everyone's lacking match fitness, mate. I've just had to change the whole team. But cheers for that, assistant. Go hard. No, I don't like to do that because I just everyone gets sent off. So opposition tactics. I will set him to. Either foot as well. God. Who looks the most dangerous out of these two? Because I'm just going to leave them, actually. He's right-footed playing on the left. So I'm going to show him onto his left. Because he obviously won't be able to cross. And is there anyone that's slow? When I've got a slow older player playing a defence, I like to get my pressing forward to just mark him. Just mark him. But what I'll do is I'll have a look at the analytics and I will see who the keeper likes to pick out, and I'll just try and close that one down. Grimes is probably going to end up being the playmaker here. Oh, they're both quite good. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it for now. Although he is... No, we're going to press. We're going to press Grimes. Oh, Grimy. We'll press him. Make sure he doesn't punish us. And what we'll do is we will drop this down to key for the first half at least. Don't want this video dragging on for too many minutes. Everyone will be bored of it by the end. So let's have a look. Good. I'm not going to say it, but I am nervous. I said it. Twang gone. That was what I wanted to do for Rose. For Rose, because he is already tired, I'm going to ask him not to dribble, take fewer risks, cross from deep if he's going to cross less, hold position and sit narrower. I just want him to just sit, basically. I've got a feeling I'm going to get slated for that. I brought you in for 1.5 million and you got through on goal and just missed it. You haven't really done a lot. And it's a shame because I've got him on another save and he's just killing it. It's like 16 goals in 20 games or something. He's doing so well. Go on. But this is what I've brought him in for. He just can't finish. That's Tice. That is Tice. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ah, this is not good from Danny Rose. It looks like a ligaments injury, which is not good because, I mean, what are you doing? I've asked you to just sit deep and you're just cutting in and shooting because Taylor's already injured as well. It's brutal, this league. Absolutely brutal. Don't even have a left-footed defender that I can just put there. Danny Rose seems to be healing himself. His ligaments are getting better during this match. Yeah. Go on. You can see, I know that you're all going to give me some stick for Akpom because I did spend a lot of money on him as well. But surely you can see his, the things he's good at. He has made good runs there. He's playing on the shoulder of the defenders, 3 defenders by the way, and he has got through on 3 occasions that we've seen. So he's doing some bits right. I just need him to score some goals, would be nice. So again, if any of you don't do this, I really would advise doing this during the match. I think it just gives you a better insight on what's going on here. So I don't know where you're playing the ball because you can't see here, which is ridiculous. But you can see there's a lot of link-up play here. Danny Rose is playing super high up the pitch. I don't know why I'm not asking him to do that. But yeah, our team, you can see the shape pretty easily there. I wish would just push on. Maybe I should play him as an advanced forward or a poacher. And you can see here, so they are playing out, how many times it normally says. So I'm going to try and close down this pass here. Matt Grimes says 69. Okay. I'm going to try and close down Harry Darling. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a couple of tweaks and just see how this goes. So dressing room, yeah, give them something to cheer about, lads. You're doing well. Gonna have to make a couple of subs now, aren't I? Is anyone here left-footed? No, I just prefer that. No, right, I'm gonna play you there, and I'm gonna play you as a fullback on defend. I don't want you to do anything. Anything at all. Akbom, I'm also now going to play you as a advanced forward. And then opposition, I want you to close down Darling. onto his left foot. I want you to trigger that press. Just so that cuts that keeper's pass. That seems to be his go-to pass, him or Norton. So if I try and close that down, hopefully we can maybe force a mistake or something. Other than that, I'm not too worried defensively, although famous last words, they're now going to score. But, yep, there you go. And that was Grimes as well, who put that ball through, which is really annoying. Really annoying because I've asked him to be marked out this game. I'm expecting more. 75 minutes. 75 minutes, man. Bastian, you've got loads of legs in you right now. I want you to mark Grimy boy. I'm sorry, I know this is playing in the background, but I don't care. Oh well. Oh wow. What a miss. Oh dear. Guys, if we could just get one goal, I would really appreciate it. I don't want to kind of lose this winning streak. I want to kind of push on. And I think now is where we just throw the kitchen sink at this match. I think we throw everything we've got at this match. We ask them to go attacking, we go all guns blazing, and we try and do something. I do not want to lose this. We are second in the table. This is an amazing achievement, and I want to keep that. So if we can try and get a goal, that'd be brilliant. Well done, Bastian. I think that's worked. Closed down Grimes, picked up the ball into Westward, back to Long. Nice and simple. Keep hold of this possession. Drag them out of shape. And that's how you do Akbon. You just finish the ball. That's brilliant by Doman there. What a signing he has been. Akbon was through as well, so he's still making those runs nicely, but that's how you do it. Those deep line runs, honestly, from the midfield, central midfielder on attack is so good this year. It was good last year, to be fair. You just get, as long as you've got a player with legs, they just seem to just make really good runs. Right, let's encourage them again. Let's encourage them. We can do this. Do we play a little bit more direct? Yes, we do. But I want them to be disciplined as well. I want them to not concede a goal. Because the reality is, Swansea are a fairly big team. They've got some decent players. I will take a draw. I will. Not amazing, but I will take a draw. And you can see by these stats here, we absolutely dominated. We really did. Possession-wise, they killed us. But they're playing 5 at the back. There's not much I could have done there. Which is a bit frustrating. So again, you can see now in the league here, we are still second. 31 points. We're joint second with Blackburn. 1 point behind Hull. It's a tough league. Norwich taking another defeat there by Watford. Sunderland losing. Stoke getting a win there against Preston. Oh, Sunderland dropping into the relegation zone. Blackburn beating Middlesbrough. Come on, Middlesbrough. I needed better than that. Millwall. There's some big matches. Some really big matches. Really big matches. How long's he out for? 2 weeks. And what does that mean for Taylor? When's Taylor back? 5 to 11 days. And I've got a match in 4 days. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. That's an absolute nightmare. Not ideal. Got a draw. Still not bad. Still not a bad run. I'll take that. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to come back for... I think I'm probably going to come back from Sheffield United and Blackburn. So I'll play some matches off cam. I'll come back for those 2 matches, only because the fans said that Blackburn is an important game for us to finish above them. So we'll go for that one. And Sheffield United are quite a big team. They've only just come down, and they are sat in 7th. I think those are the 2 matches I'll come back for. Yeah, I think that'll be the 2 matches. That makes sense. But again, guys, thank you for watching along with the stream or the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Again, keep the comments coming. Love to hear from you. If you have liked even a snippet of this video, then hit that thumbs up, please, like that. If you enjoy this and you want to see when the next one's coming out, make sure you hit the notification, hit that bell, and also please subscribe if you are not. I would really appreciate it. Premier League is down there. That's the code for the Fantasy League. If you're doing it, literally just join the league. It'll be good to see how many people we can get in there and see if we can get something going. Seeing if you can beat me. That would be amazing. But yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for the love. Peace.